What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back in the First Descendant. So, what I wanted to actually do is talk about my daily grind and my process. This is actually mainly for my friends, but I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I might as well just make it universal and make a video for it on the channel. And here we are. So, once you're done with everything, and say you're done with, the story, and you're gonna end up like right here the very first thing that you see right here will be this homie. He'll be the last thing you talk to, who will say, "Hey, you can go in and start taking on void intercept battles." And you see, I'm up to pyromaniac right now. But we done executioner, dead bride, and devourer. All fun fights on hard mode. But this is where things start getting serious, and you have to start scaling, and you have to start being able to handle these fights. Every fight in particular has a resistance that you need to reach. Roughly you can get to like around 5,000 and then you'll be like okay and stuff like this, but you still need to get there. Um so what you start with from there is you need to start because you can get all the way and beat the story without actually dedicating like a main. Now is the time where you probably are going to want to start to dedicate a main. So you can pick, for me, I would pick a tank. I am a Kyle fan because very much, I like his, first of all, I like his armor right here. We golden boy right here. Um, just overall, he is a fun tank. A easier tank to use is Ajax. Ajax is like he has a shield, he has his forward reflecting shield, and super tanky. And you get certain mods, he will be like a god if you get those certain mods. Uh, what I will also suggest, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to need this particular item right here, a lot of it. When you head in, you're going to need crystallization catalyst. And to farm it is actually not that hard. As you can see, you can just click on each individual thing, and then if you hit acquisition, it's going to tell you where it actually drops. You see, Forgotten Tents Dungeon, you get a lot of them from that, or you can go in other things. Forgotten Tents is a good place to actually farm multiple things because that also drops the amorphous. That if you're trying to farm Ultimate Bunny, you can actually go and get the amorphous for that, and then go fight. I believe Dead Bride, and have a chance at getting Ultimate Bunny's stabilizer, I believe. Also over here, we have the macromolecule biogel, which you see this comes from mission monsters right here. So you would have to go to Echo Swamp and do one of these missions and knock it out, basically. And then hopefully that you'll get that. You see, I'm down to like two, so I need to start farming that. Over here, I already have the mixed energy residue right here, and you just need to go right there on the individual areas like the vaults. However, if you notice, there is a section where it says Enzo descended or required. You're gonna need him to actually do these encrypted boxes because you get actually more of the mixed residue if you do it with Enzo. I have an Enzo right now. I'll show you him in a second. But what he does is he allows you to slow down the decryption, because when you get the really hard decryption, it's like really hard to decipher it, really hard to land. The skill checks for it is crazy. And if you have two in the party at the same time, you get a buff, so you get even more of this particular currency. So just keep that in mind. Advanced neural circuit right here, you can get from any of these missions right here. It really punch you. Literally just like click on one, and it's gonna do that basically. And then you have the crystallized catalyst, which comes from multiple places. Um, Mainly bosses, and knocking out going into bosses and killing them. You can essentially, if you're just trying to farm this particular thing, you can just use up all your amorphosis on bosses, and hopefully that you get this. You'll want to fail to get the other parts and actually just get that thing in particular. But the reason why this is so important in particular is that you need to actually be able to prestige your characters. And when you go into your descendant module, you notice you see like it has an exclamation mark right there, and it says assign socket type. I actually have one right now, and this is my main actually Kyle right there. So I've already done some already right now. You see, I got M and M right here, and what that does is every uh spot right here, when you put a mod into those slots, they now are half what they originally were. So a lot of mods like your stat mods in particular, like like my nimble fingers right there with the skill cooldown on the M, and then I have an agony right there because I don't have anything else to put there right now. That agony is half off too, so I can just continue to keep like pushing that up and get more bang for the buck. Now, the reason why you do that is you notice right here the top module capacity. If I do this again and press these again and then change the slot, which would probably be right here, it probably would be in this one because I'm always going to have this. So you just definitely want to put it and make it a slot that you're always going to have. This will be another cerulean market module socket site. So this will go from 16 cost to 8, which means my module capacity will go down to 72, which means I'll have 8 more points to put somewhere in my build right now. You see, I have agony right there. Um, this is just like here right now. What I would do is I would just put something else more useful right here. I had nothing else to really put there right now, so that's kind of like just the end slot. So it's probably going to be Spear and Shield. Then I would probably put Spear and Shield in that slot because I already have increased defense over here at 160, and that's half the price of that, which means that this is really 16 points right here. And I have this one over here, which is HP. Well, actually, I'll just do it HP. I'll do the Cerulean HP over there, and then just leave this right there. And then I would be able to come in like regeneration boost is really nice. Selective recovery is HP recovery modifier right there. That's also really nice. Again, agony is okay. Um, battle of stamina, if I can get that all the way up, that's also really nice because that's going to be more HP on top of having the skill duration there. So I may even want to put points out. I mean, like put this up and then maybe put the thing on top of that, the cerulean on that. But then again, they're both ceruleans, so that kind of like doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, I could just the next time around do this one too and then get back 8 more points again. Like so you can fit stuff onto your characters relatively easy. That's no like that's good. However, that it doesn't stop there. You can also do that for your weapons. Actually, no, I need to go back in. So module, you can also do that for your weapons. And you'll notice that I have 3 slots in this because I like the Albion Cavalry gun. So I've been working on this, and you see I have 78 of 78 of 79 right now, and I particularly like this weapon, so I'm building out like that. So all of the things that I would need to actually do that with, which I'm probably going to be doing that. Like we're gonna get sharpshooter up there because that's more attack power on that. We already got the fire on critical, 39% extra critical rate right there on that. Fire on attack. You can see, and you like my critical is 50% right now, so I need fire on critical damage right there. I need more of that. So what I would do is start getting the critical damage up on the rest of these parts and find like let's see. It's spelling critical wrong. Critical D. All right, so this is we'll do critical because lethal finish target. Here's firearm critical damage right here that can actually go up. So this target detection it would be useful. Here's another one right here. Firearm critical damage right here with fatal critical. Another one right here. That's weak point damage. Critical rate right there, which is actually pretty good, but that lowers your attack with the edging shot. Here's one right here on reload time modifier, and this one starts at base. Um, concentration priority is already at 30% at base right there. That's crazy at base. So I have this insane focus right here. Let's say I want to get rid of a little bit of critical rate, which it seems like that would be a good choice right now. Module is already in. Do I already have that? Oh, I do already have it out there, but you get the gist of that. I was like, what? So I'm actually gonna push this up. It was already in my head basically to do that. So the next time that I do this, I already did these two. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably gonna because I'm gonna get sharpshooter up, or maybe I will make the slot for concentration priority, which is this Almadine slot right here, since I know that I'm going to be pushing this up, and then the reload time modifier is just going to sit there for that. That's pretty useful, and we just want to have like that crit damage going on right now. There is a raw, just like this is just a 10 crit damage thing right here that you can just get and put it out there. Eventually, you want to put that out there as well. And then you have like the critical rate, which is already here, maxed out already. So you got some stuff that you can actually work on to make your builds and just make your everyday kind of good. Now, as far as the bosses that I just previously showed you, those four bosses, in order to get those particular resistances, you can kind of cheat a little. Well, not cheat, it's like in the game. There's going to be parts like you see right here. Like let's say when we get the pyro, I need 7,000. I already got in this one piece 3,500, basically right there in that one piece. This is where you need to start paying attention. You see like, and then fire resistance right there as well. Chill resistance on this one. This is where you need to start holding on the pieces. And like if you don't want to actually put them in your, like you can put them in your bank, basically like electric resistance right here. And just pay attention to that type of stuff because that will help you along with, look, we have chill right here, and like a skill like basically in polar night right there, so which is pretty nice as well. And then you have mods and the Descendant module, which will actually do that. Like we have cold antibody right there, so I can get myself up to like that 5,000 that I told you earlier, and then putting like another piece on, and then you have like the 7,000. It's relatively easy, like heat antibody right there. So you see where you can get that. It's not hard at all, really, to do all that. So now that we've got past all of the nerdy stuff, which I do apologize, like I want to head in, I want to farm, I want to do stuff. There's multiple things that you can rock out and do, and like I said, I would suggest if you're going to start with a descendant, to go after to make things easier. There's two descendants that will help your grind to get items a lot easier. Um, Enzo, because of the vaults that I told you about before, and you just go to a vault and figure out. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's see. Agna, we'll go right here. I'll show you. Preparing shaders for what game? Let's not. Let's not and say we did. It'll get around to it. So you come out here, and what you do is, if you're on PC, you will have the ability to say, really? You have the ability to say, so I already have something. Like you hear that ping sound? That means there's something over here. Is it down here? No, this is falling off. That's not good. You head towards wherever you hear the sound. Oh, it was definitely over here. The bloop sound means that wherever it was or wherever it is, I'm not on track for it. probably in the cave. And it gets louder as you get closer. There it is. And I have one to actually, put into this. So let's do it right now.
Intriguing code, but still a piece of cake.
And this is gonna be, like he said, it's a piece of cake. Like, look how big that is right now. And you open it, and there's the mixed residue right there. You also have a chance when you find a really good one to get one of Enzo's mods, one of his red transcendent mods. That's the only way that you can actually get that as well. So, just keep that in mind. Now, of course, you're gonna have to build the character up. You can either build his parts, or you can spin for him. I believe he might be 900 or 600. Let's see. As far as currency, remember 300 is $6. So if it's 900, that means it's $18 to get the character. So Descendant. Because I have him, I probably can't see him like that right now. But you see Blair. So Blair $6. Valby is 600. I wouldn't buy Valby. She's actually really easy to grind. SMO and Eugen, if you're just getting into Endgame, they're going to be hard to actually do unless you have really good people who like wailed and are gangsta or have been farming the whole time. They're going to be hard to actually get. You have Jaber, so Jaber right there. Remember, I told you 300 is $6, so he's $12 right there. Um, and yeah, but if you want to go support, Eugen is probably your homie. If you want to go fun support, Jaber is your homie because he has turrets and he can heal you with the turret and stuff like that. Viesa is like AoE queen along with Bunny. Obviously, everybody's gonna have Bunny, but you might want to graduate into Ultimate Bunny, which is actually one of the easiest ultimates to actually grind for. Which I'm gonna have something separate to talk about that at a later date. So yeah, and the other character that you're probably going to want to go for and build. You don't necessarily have to make them mains because I have not built Enzo beyond just getting him to 40 and getting him some stuff to put on so he can defend himself out in the world. But for the most part, he is to run around and find those vaults. He's not like my main. Sharon, on the other hand, is she was my first main until I changed to Kyle. And she's still probably going to be my main at the end of the day when I'm done, doing what I need to do with Kyle. I'm probably going to go back to Sharon and be using her solely because she's just an amazing unit. But the reason why she's kind of important is because she allows you to go and stealth these certain things. Now, I don't have my built main. I don't have it built. Do I? Can I go to setting two? Setting two. So you have something that's called active camouflage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use setting two, and we'll head to Kingston. And there's a certain things that are called outposts. And what you want to do in the outpost is you want to run to the outpost and stealth with Sharon and knock out all of the things. You want to get as close as you can. I think somebody is fighting that thing. They are. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm actually in the playing field. Um, 1 second. So let's do this. I have to go back. Should load fast enough. You know you're gonna be doing this yourself. You can do this on hard mode. You can do it on normal as well. So have it back to Kingston. We're gonna go private. That way there won't be anybody there to mess up the whole thing that I'm trying to do. My stealth. Now I have with all my current mods that I have on right now. Let's see. Do I have all of them on? Like this, I could just go ahead in and they won't be able to see me. And this essentially, if you look right there on right next to where her back is, that's my time that I have to actually be stealth, do what I need to do, and essentially get up out of there. Um, for the most part, what you want to do is you want to go with all the extension right there. See skill duration right there. Skill duration on that battle of stamina. Skill cooldown right there. Now I have something else, not multi-talented. Let's bring it up. Maximize duration. Uh, where are my points at? Can I not have that with that? Are y'all serious? I guess I can't. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I just can't. Anyway, so I could just have to I have to rock with these mods right there. 16 seconds, and that's just gonna have to be enough time. I don't think it is though, but we'll see. I'm also not the max level I need to be, which would improve my stealth time. But I'll just show you in concept right now because I actually prestige this character like I was. All right, so I'm gonna run in there and stealth. From that point is really good because they're just like not in the way. And we're gonna get this one. All stealth. Got all of them. Now because I did that, I get all the extra rewards right there. We killed the boss real quick. Now you can also do this on hard mode if you want to. Just make sure that you're actually able to kill the boss. Now the reason why I did that is you see we just got those 9 currencies right there, and you're gonna be like, well, what the heck is that for? And that is for the energy activators. And what the energy activators do is they add extra mod space for you to actually go from like 49 mod space all the way up to like 79 and 80. That's how you get to that point. And you see that I've been farming that stuff relatively on all this stuff right here. The individual areas that you can actually do it is all over the place. It literally tell you, and you don't necessarily have to do that, but you will notice that. Let me leave out of here before it pops on top of me. You notice that when you click on it, and then you scroll down right here, additional awards for successful infiltration. You can get the amorphous, which is usually good that you can actually use that when you go fight a boss. Then you can actually unlock stuff when you're fighting the boss after you kill it and get some awards. Hopefully, like maybe like a stabilizer or something, or maybe even things that will actually help you with your limit breaking right there. But that's how you do that right there. The successful infiltration. She's the only one who can do it right now. So if you want to just build her and get her, like she's not that hard to actually build. She's one of the what I would consider the baseline characters to actually get. You can actually do that. Now, obviously, I can get more time, like 20 seconds and stuff like that. And then later zones, there's 4 of them that you have to need to, to knock out and do. So you're gonna need even more time for that to have even better, duration build and knock things out that way. But just a heads up and something that you can actually do out there. Now, as far as the intercept battles, as you guys can see, different ones will give you different things. And the very first one, which is Grave Walker, I have the amorphous 4 which will give me the opportunity to get like Secret Garden's nanotube, Viesas, cell prints, crystallized catalyst, which is something that I actually need. So for me, what I would do is I would just go in like I literally need that 15%. I don't need Lefic, I don't need the wave of light, I need that crystallized catalyst right there. Same thing over here. You get an energy blueprint activator, Ajax's cells, Python synthetic fiber. I actually need that too for the Python gun. And over here, you just this is just a bunny code. If you haven't gotten the bunny code yet, you can get it right there. Now, when you're in hard mode, very first farm that you can get right there, you can get Ultimate Biesa, which is very cool, very good. You can get Lepic's blueprint right there. The Afterglow Sword Nano, which Afterglow is a sniper, I believe. Crystallized Catalyst again right there, which is good. And Smithereens, which is good, which is a shotgun. Over here in the second one, you get Ultimate Ajax, but you need the amorphous stuff to do that, and they literally tell you where to get it from. Acquisition, see, like Kingston's Lab hard, which now because everybody can actually do hard mode stuff, it's easy to do hard mode stuff now because everybody has gear now to actually be able to handle it. So that the change that they just recently made everything better and more streamlined. You get Ultimate Glay code over here, which is extremely nice. And then on this one, you get Ultimate Lepic Stabilizer. Um, what I suggest, because this is not that hard of a intro into hard mode interception bosses, is you farm this. Farm these things right here and then farm this guy and have at it before you move on. Go forward because you need this is where you start to need 7,000 resistances. So you're gonna need to start being able to farm all this stuff on all the hard mode dungeons so you can start getting your components that are all level 100 and start paying attention to what's in those drops that you can actually get the resistance that you need so those bosses don't hurt you as much and when you have the perfect resistance like they take like 4 or 5 hits to actually kill you, which is enough time for you to recover or maybe get some health, or if you got um Eugen to get some heals, or Jaber to get some heals from a heal turret. Like you can live through that and be relatively fine. Uh, Also, real quick before we go is start dedicating guns. I'm particularly I'm dedicated to the Albion Cavalry, which is I'm gonna actually start needing the Albion. I actually have it, but not for lightning. I just started the Albion Cavalry reactor, basically, and that also gives you the boost, and also pay attention to what the boost says on the bottom, like that chill attack ratio. But then again, this is I'm just not even gonna use this, but chill attack power ratio. I don't really care for that. I wish it was electric. It was not, but you got the tech right there. And you want to get as much boost as you can to actually affect your skills or affect her skills because she has skills basically that can handle that between her beam sword and her pretty much her lightning swords, which is that they're dead. Oh wow, that's out my range. That's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got for you guys right now. Hopefully, you guys understood this. If you have any questions, get at me. You can come to Discord. I'm usually in the game a lot, all the time. So even if you want to send me a message in game, you can. As you can see right here, there I am. Scion Storm 6733. That's a cool actual numeration. All right. So I'm gonna go back to farming because I need to actually level her so she can get more duration on her stuff. And I need to go back to I was farming Ultimate Bunny. So I need to go back to farming Ultimate Bunny. Catch you guys next video. Peace. Good luck to you on all of your adventures and stick around because I'm gonna have more content if you wanna like and subscribe, all that good stuff as well. Join the channel membership if you want to get in on giveaways every month and be get a VIP section in Discord. Peace.